Hey, this is JK Dowdle for jkdowdle.com, and did you know that over 70% of your website traffic leaves your site without ever opting into your list or buying any products or really taking any action at all? That's something that eLasso definitely solves. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why it's one of the best pieces of software that you can pick up this year, whether you're an affiliate marketer, in e-commerce, or really own any website of any kind. Let's take a look. So, eLasso, let me tell you exactly what this is. This is a software that you can install on basically any website. It takes a couple of minutes to get set up. And what it's going to do is when your visitors navigate away from your page, it's going to bring up a small notification in the browser to bring them back. When they come back onto that page, it can either be the exact same page as they were on before, or you can actually redirect them to a different page. So for example, if it's a sales page or a landing page or a bonus page if you're an affiliate marketer, if they navigate away from that page because they have multiple tabs open, you're now able to bring them back onto that page, maybe redirect them to a downsell offer to make sure that you at least capture their email or get some kind of a small sale. Now, the product is pretty easy to explain, but it's very, very easy to set up. What I'd like to do is take you inside my computer right now. I want to walk you through the sales page, see if there's any BS or red flags on there that you should be concerned about. And then I'm going to show you how to set up an eLasso campaign and explain the sales funnel to you and let you know about some of the upsells and downsells so you can decide if they are right for you. Let's jump in and take a quick look.
Alright guys, so here we are on the main sales page for eLasso. Now I actually want to go and walk you through some of the details on the sales page here, kind of cut through some of the BS and give you a quick breakdown of what you can expect. Before I do that though, I want to give you a practical demo of what the software actually does, because it's a really simple concept, but it works very, very effectively well. So right now I'm on the sales page. Let's just say that this is your sales page, or it's your affiliate landing page, or your blog, your e-commerce store, whatever it might be. This is going to work on any web page you want. As you probably know, probably right now you have multiple tabs open, right? The usual is to have about 8 to 10 tabs open. That's normal for a typical desktop user. Now, if we go over here to a different tab, you're going to see right there, you get this little notification. And this is basically what eLasso does. It's going to flash this notification every few seconds. You can customize how often you want it to flash. You can customize if you want to have this color or a custom image. You can customize if you want a sound in the background and how often that sound is going to play. Now, when you come back onto the tab right here, one of two things is going to happen. The first option is what you see right now. The page is exactly the same. eLasso is just getting my attention to bring me back over onto the page. Now, the other thing that can happen, which is really cool, is let's say that it's a sales page that you have or some kind of opt-in page. When they come back onto the page here, you can actually have the page redirect and reload another page, which could be an opt-in form or it could be a downsell if you're selling your own product. You can direct them basically to any page you want to send them over to. So there's lots of opportunities to make money with this if you are using a sales page option, because you can downsell, you can send them to a different affiliate product. There's a bunch of different things you can do with that. And that in a nutshell is basically how eLasso works. When you navigate away to a different tab, it's basically using interruption marketing to bring you back on and either continue reading the same content, or it's directing you over to a different page to look at different content. And it's built on this principle that about 70% of all of your traffic is being lost because everyone is vying for your attention. You want to go and look at something different. eLasso is helping to bring people back onto your site. So I really like that idea. It's really, really simple to get your head around, and you can definitely understand how it would work. Now on the sales page, this is a long sales page. There's a lot of stuff on here. The video on here basically breaks down exactly what I said. It just goes through it in a little bit more detail. It's a bit of a long sales video, but it does what it says. And then the rest of the page here is just spent talking about two main things. The first one is how many people on your site. Almost 80% of your visitors are being pulled away from your website. It goes on to explain that, how this can lose you leads, how it can lose you sales and commissions. I'm not going to go through everything, obviously. You kind of get the idea if you've looked at the page. But it always goes back and references this technology over here. So Facebook and Twitter and a couple of other major brands online use this type of technology. When you have multiple tabs open, they're bringing you back onto their platform, because Facebook is entirely based on keeping you on the platform as long as possible, because the longer you stay on their website or any website, the more likely you are to take action, whether that's a purchase or opting in or something like that. So Facebook is doing this. It absolutely does work 100% of the time for any website you put this on. it is going to work. There's no way that this won't work. If I navigate away to a different tab, it doesn't matter if I'm reading the most boring site ever right now. If I get this little flash up here and I see a message, I'm going to come over and take a look at it. So that's basically what they talk about. Now, they've got a lot of screenshots in here specifically for the software, saying this is how many people they've reactivated, meaning how many people came back onto the page after leaving. They don't really go in and talk too much about financial success that they've had through this, because that's not really the angle. You can use this on sales pages to make more money. That's actually what I've done. Or you can use it on your blog just to get people to come over and redirect them to an opt-in page. I think that's going to be a really effective strategy as well. Now, the other thing that I do want to point out here is that as a bonus, if you decide to pick up eLasso and it's going at launch for $27 as a one-time payment, I'm actually going to give you a bonus case study video where I used eLasso on one of my sales pages for one of my products. I changed absolutely nothing on the sales page. I just added eLasso on there, and I made an extra $200 that I would not have made if it wasn't for eLasso. So it's a very, very effective piece of software on a sales page, but just getting people onto your blog, getting people to opt into your list, I can see it being effective in all of those situations. And basically the sales page just goes on to explain all of that. It kind of gives you a step-by-step breakdown of how you can go and create your lasso. Now, speaking of that, let me go into the members area here, and I'm just going to turn off the sales page. I think personally they have that set to go off with a sound too often. I like to have my sound come in a little bit longer than that because it does get a little bit annoying for me. Having said that though, let me go through some of the stats here. I put this onto one of my sites, Evolution, and basically this is a breakdown of how your campaign performs. So I got 298 unique visitors, 147 of them were quitters. That means that they actually left the site. They went on to a different tab, and then 85 of them came back. So about 60% of my traffic came back. Almost 50% of it left, and about 60% of it came back once they saw the little message that popped up. And out of these 85, I got about 9 sales, I think, which added up to about $200. Now, as a bonus, like I said, if you pick up eLasso, I'm going to give you a case study video explaining exactly how I did this, exactly how I set up and configured all the settings, how I installed it, how I put everything together, how I set up the redirect to go into a downsell. I'm actually going to give you that in full case study and show you the income proof over in my affiliate network to show you that I made, I think it was $190 something after doing this. And that's it. That's the only change I did, was to put that on there. Now what I want to do is just go in here, and I'm going to set up a little timer here, and I'm going to just have a look at how easy this is to set up, because it's incredibly easy. So I'm just going to go here and set up something called ABC domain, obviously not a real website here. Let's go in ABC domain, and once you have put in the domain name here, you're just going to go and click on the plus to create a new campaign. And then once you're in here, you're going to give your campaign a name. This is going to be whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it ABC domain test. This is not available to anybody else. It's only available to you in the dashboard. And then you can go and enable or disable your campaign. So if you want to turn it off for any reason, you just click on this button. Your tab message, this is the message that's going to pop up in the tabs up here when it flashes. You can just say whatever you want, come back, discount added, right? You can add something like that. And then the timing. So how long do you want to wait before it pops up? So I'm just going to say 10 seconds. And then what's the interval? So between when the message pops up and it says the basic metadata up here, how long do you want to wait before it switches back and forth? Let's just say 5 seconds. The text effect is basically you can have it pulsate, so it kind of flashes, or switches where it just goes back and forth. I think the switch looks better myself. The favicon, basically you can have a little colored image here. So you can have a colored dot or a custom image. I like the colored dot. I'm just going to leave it as blue in this case. And then if you want to have a sound, you can go ahead and enable the sound. And this is basically going to be the delay between each sound occurring. So let's leave it at 30 seconds. So basically when the message first starts popping up, what I set that for 10 seconds. So 10 seconds after you navigate away, the message is going to pop up. And then 30 seconds after that, the actual sound is going to start. And then how often is the sound going to be after it first pops up? Let's leave that at 30 seconds as well. The volume, let's go to 50%. And then there's all these different sounds you can add in here. So let's just leave it as number 1. And you can hear that it's that kind of pop sound right there. Now after they reactivate, so after they come back onto your tab, what do you want to do? So you can do nothing, which is basically what they have on the sales page for eLasso right now, or you can redirect to a page. So if you wanted to redirect them to, a downsell page, you could have abc.com or abcdomain.com/downsell. That's going to bring them over. Let's say you're selling a product for $10, you can bring them onto a downsell page where they can get it on that page, limited time only, for $5. Or if this was a blog, maybe you get them to go over to an opt-in page to go get a lead magnet from you or something like that. You can give them the option to snooze it, and then right down here is your embed code. So you copy this to your clipboard, and you go ahead, you put this into the header of your ClickFunnels page, your WordPress blog, your Shopify store, whatever you want, and as soon as they navigate away from the page, that's it, and you are done. It literally takes that amount of time. It works 100% of the time on every domain, on every platform, and I really can't recommend this highly enough. It's a very, very cool piece of software, and like I said, during launch, it's $27. After launch, I believe it's going to $27 per month, so you're getting a huge discount by picking this up during launch. They do have a training section in here as well, where you can actually go and watch a couple of videos of how to set it up. But as you saw, I mean, it's really not much to it. It's very, very simple to do. They do have a couple of advanced things that you can do with eLasso, and then there's a case study down here where Ivana breaks down how she used it to make just under $4,000 in 5 days during the launch of one of her last products. Very, very cool case study to take a look at here. And that's basically it. You've got frequently asked questions. You can go in for support if you need it. So what I'm going to do right now is actually just take you in to the whiteboard. Let's go through the funnel a little bit and talk about some of the upsells and downsells that are going to be available, and if any of them are actually worth your time. Let's go take a look at that. All right, guys, so let's go in and talk about the funnel here. So after you pick up the main product, you're going to have 3 products that you can buy, 3 upsells that you can purchase. Now over here we've got our main product. So this is eLasso over here, and everything that you saw in the members area is included in that. I didn't have any bonuses or any upsells attached to that account. You get 10 domain names, 10 campaigns, away you go for $27. That's what you get. Now the first upsell here is the developer's license. So this is going to get you unlimited domains, which is kind of cool. If you have a lot of websites, that's pretty helpful. And it's also going to let you basically charge other people. So if you wanted to, you could set this up as a consultant and basically resell. All right, so that's pretty cool. If you want to be able to do that, if you're an offline consultant, that's definitely something that you might want to get from this up here. Now, number 2, upsell number 2 here is a little bit more pricey. This one is $297. And this one is probably the best out of the 3, no surprise based on the price here, because this one is white label rights. So if you've never bought white label rights before, it's basically giving you the access to sell eLasso yourself, but you don't have to call it eLasso. You can call it, if I was going to buy this, I could call it, JK's amazing whatever. I can call it whatever you want. But basically, you're going to be able to resell it. It's not going to say eLasso on here, and you can basically brand this as though you developed it yourself. They're also going to give you a sales page that you can sell it from, which is pretty neat. You get all the sales materials if you want to brand this yourself. This is very cool if you are an offline consultant. Instead of selling it as an eLasso service where someone can just go and Google it and they can see that it's $27 per month, or it's still just a $27 one-time payment depending on when they're looking at picking it up. If you've branded it yourself, you're going to be the only person in the world with that product, right? So that's pretty cool. The only drawback here is that you have to sell it for above $27. Right, so you can't go in and sell it for $5 and then try and steal some of the sales from the guys who are actually buying eLasso. Can't do that. You got to sell it for $27 or more, which I personally think is pretty fair. And then the third upsell that you can get here is $37, and this one is a Facebook ads course. Okay, now this one here, I'm going to be honest, I don't know why this is in here. Specifically, this is a video course, and it just doesn't really fit with the main product, so it seems kind of out of place in my opinion. If I was going to pick up any of the products in the funnel here, this would be one I'd probably skip. Now I would skip it just because I'm kind of an expert in Facebook ads myself, and I recommend you pick up one of my products on Facebook ads, but this I'd probably skip this out. It feels a bit tacked on. I don't really see the link between a Facebook ads video course and the main eLasso product. As for these two in the middle, it's kind of up to you. If you have lots of domain names that you want to use this on, if you've got lots of sales pages, the developer's rights is kind of a good idea. And if you wanted to actually go and resell this, if you've got offline clients, or you wanted to sell this as a service, let's say on Fiverr, or you wanted to do this as a maybe something on Elance or Freelance or whatever it's called now, and you wanted to basically sell this as a service to stop losing traffic, then $297, I mean, it's totally fair. I mean, if you're charging, personally, if I was going to do this, the white label one here, I would actually not charge anywhere near $27. I mean, I'd be charging at least, $97 per month to offer this as a service, right? So if I'm doing this for offline clients, I'm not going anywhere less than $97 per month. So this $297 is going to be paid off in no time. And with a couple of recurring clients, once you see the increase in traffic, which you'll have, it kind of sells itself really. So if you wanted one of these two, that's kind of up to you if that's what you want to do. But I wouldn't recommend picking up OTO number 3 just because, like I said, I think my FB courses are probably going to be a bit better. And this one feels a bit tacked on to the end. And it only focuses on video. It's not going to go, I'd imagine it's not going to go and talk about image ads and stuff like that, but pretty simple funnel. I do think over here, though, the $27 product is something I would really recommend you take a look at, just because as you start from the members area, it's a powerful little tool that you can go and use. So let me go wrap this up for you, explain to you one more time about that case study bonus I'm offering if you decide to pick up eLasso using my affiliate link. Let's jump back over and finish up here.
All right, so there we go, eLasso, very, very cool piece of software. Now, the thing I want to let you about eLasso is that there's a lot of people who are going to be promoting this because it's such an effective piece of software that you can use on any website that you want. What I want to let you know, however, is that I actually have 2 bonuses running right now if you pick up eLasso using the link down below. The first bonus is going to be a case study where I'll actually show you how I made almost $200 in just a couple of days by doing nothing different except installing the eLasso software. It really is that effective. The other bonus that I'm going to give you is a little tutorial demo walkthrough so that you can see exactly how to get eLasso set up yourself and really maximize your return on investment by using this software. So let's sum up eLasso. Some of the pros. Well, it's very, very easy to set up. It's very, very easy to use. It's very, very cost effective. And it's just a great all-round tool that isn't niche specific. You can use this on any website in any niche and you're going to get really, really good results. Some of the negatives. It is unfortunately not mobile friendly. It is really only available on desktop. There isn't any way to kind of make the same technology available on mobile unless you start bringing up notifications on the device. That's going to be a different piece of software, maybe an update for future eLasso releases that might be coming out. But right now, that's kind of the biggest drawback to eLasso right now. It's only available on desktop. Now, if that deters you, what I basically did was, it was a bit of a concern for me. So I took a look at all of my past sales this year. I've got about 2,000 sales of different affiliate products and my own products, and overwhelmingly the majority of those sales come from desktop devices. So if you're in the internet marketing niche, if you're selling your own products, or if you are an affiliate, eLasso is definitely something worth picking up. Now, during launch, you're able to get it for less than $30, I think, and it's really an excellent piece of software that's going to make a big, big difference in your business. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell if you like getting premium quality reviews and marketing tutorials. My name is JK Dowdle. This is jkdowdle.com, and I'll see you next video.